Welcome to Season 1, Episode 11 of The Orange Juice, the podcast all about Orange, New South Wales, its people, its stories and its events. Today we are so lucky to have an NRL Penrith first grader with us, a guy who went through Orange High, Orange CYMS and now finds himself living the dream of playing in the NRL, Mr. Jack Cole.
No, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Welcome to the podcast.
No, thank you.
We'll get into footy and growing up in Orange a little bit later, but we do a thing here called the McGrath Minute, one of the generous sponsors of the podcast. And this first one might be interesting for you because neither of these two things are very healthy drinks, but coffee or wine or neither?
No, definitely coffee.
A lot of coffee?
100% coffee, yeah. Try to stay away from wine, gives you bad headaches the next day. So,
How many coffees a day?
nah, probably one every 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, not a massive coffee addict, so I don't feel like I rely on it too much, but I do enjoy having one every now and then.
Lots of good spots to have coffee in Orange though.
There is. Bing Street, 100%.
You love Bing Street?
Best one.
All right. Well, my next question was going to be, what's your favourite Orange eatery? And for a lot of people in Orange, this changes day to day, week to week, because we really do have a lot of great choice here. But where do you find yourself loving a feed?
Probably Factory, just across the road.
Yeah.
I love having brekkie there.
They do a great brekkie.
The brekkie wrap's the best I've ever had. I love it. It's the best.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Jack, growing up in Orange and now moving away and living most of your life down in the Big Smoke, we always ask people on the podcast what's their favourite Orange memory. You'd have a lot of good ones because, you know, you've come up through the ranks of CYMS and done so much footy, but you've got family here, your school years. What's a memory that just comes back to you when you're away? What brings you back to Orange in your mind?
Honestly, it's probably like my junior footy growing up. Like I can't have a specific moment, but it's probably growing up playing local footy, local touch footy. That's how I met all my mates. So
just memories of those car trips going out to Blaney.
Exactly. Yeah,
out to Dubbo,
going out to Blaney when it was half snowing and just doing what you love doing, playing footy. So definitely, footy growing up was my
awesome, mate.
Pinnacle of.
So being away so much and living in the Big Smoke now, what's your favourite thing to do as a local when you come back?
It's probably going up to Country League, hitting a little white ball around, playing a bit of golf, and
okay, you're a golfer.
I love it. It's the best.
Always been a golfer, or is that something you've picked up?
Probably the last few years. Being full time with footy and having a few days off a week, and it's pretty big amongst the boys down there, and that's what we love doing.
I also love my golf, Jack. I'll bet your handicap's lower than mine.
Mate, I don't even have a handicap at the moment.
Don't you?
For a reason, yeah. I wouldn't want to go look at it before each round, to be honest with you.
Maybe it might be the next career.
Maybe it'd be all right.
Jack, some of your generation probably gets into audio books more than paper books. I don't know. Are you an audio book guy, or do you read a paper book? What are you reading at the moment?
Yes, I've never been a massive reader, but it's something I've been trying to get into, a bit lately, especially during the break, having a bit more free time on your hands. I'm starting to read the Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins.
Oh wow, fantastic!
I haven't finished it, but I love it. It's the best.
She's taken the world by storm with that principle, which I think is kind of rooted in Stoicism. It's that water off a duck's back thing, and you guys in the public eye, you'd have to get used to that, right? You'd have to, whatever comes at you, you've really just got to let it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Once I started reading a book, the past few weeks, I've been using the 5 second rule a fair bit, and I feel like what she's talking about and how it works is spot on, and it's just such a good theory, I reckon. So
it's a bestseller for a reason.
Exactly, 100%.
And the last one in our McGrath Minute, Jack, is a local hero. Have you got it's hard to pin it down to one sometimes. So many people shape our lives, but have you got a local hero that you come back to?
Yeah, like I was saying before, it's very cliche, but it's been my dad.
That's great, mate.
Yeah, after every footy game, he's the one I look for, and his opinion's probably the one that matters most to me. So,
mate, I imagine he's the one that's done all the miles before you could drive.
Yeah, well, him and mum, they're both my heroes, but dad is the one I look for after a game.
Absolutely awesome,
his opinion's the one I look for. So, definitely say dad.
Right, Jack. Well, that's a good segue into growing up in Orange. You came through as a CYMS junior. You went to Orange High, Orange through and through. Now you're out there playing at the highest level in the NRL. But you didn't grow up supporting Panthers. Who was your childhood team?
Yeah, I was a Roosters boy when
Roosters
I grew up.
fan.
So mum and dad pretty much gave me no other option. So it was either support Roosters or live somewhere else.
Gosh, they must be conflicted now. What happens when the Roosters play the Panthers?
They say they support me. So
Yeah, of course.
that's what I think that's the easiest way to tell it to me.
So, Jack, it must have been bizarre taking the pitch as an NRL first grader. What was it like that first time you stepped onto the pitch as an NRL first grader playing for Panthers, playing your childhood heroes, the Roosters? That must be just bizarre.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, I remember versing like James Tedesco. He caught the ball out of shape one time, and I sort of went to go tackle him, and he just went left, right, just dummied, and then he ended up going through the line. They scored off it. So that was like cool to watch back, I guess. But at the same time, like, it was probably one of my worst sort of moments in first grade, like watching that sort of unfold and then being on the ground after trying to tackle him and watching him run away.
But just kind of surreal, right?
Yeah, it was so cool. Like, I spoke to him after the game, and it was just, yeah, I remember sitting at home, and I think it was 2018 when they won the grand final against maybe Raiders or Storm, it might have been.
A guy that used to be your idol. Now you got to go out there and smash him.
Yeah, it's nuts. Like, that's something you got to sort of wrap your head around, I guess, like
absolutely
leading up to the game or during the game, is that you're here to try win. You're not here to sort of...
Mate, it's your job.
Yeah, be starstruck sort of thing, but yeah.
Getting to play with some of your idols, that's amazing. So talk us through life in Orange as a kid, mate. You, as we said, you went to Orange High. You're still with your high school girlfriend of 9 years, Bailey.
Yeah.
And that's just a beautiful thing in its own right. So what was life in Orange for you?
It was literally, my life was sport, to be honest. It was go to school, play touch in the Harvos. Started that about, I don't know, I would have been probably 6, I reckon, when I started playing touch, to be honest. And then 12, started playing footy, and that was me every day. It was, if I wasn't training, I'd go down the oval and walk me bag of balls down there, my tees, and stay down there for hours just kicking goals and just doing what I loved, basically. Like, it wasn't a chore, it was what I wanted to do. So
we spoke before about your dad and your mum being your heroes. Back in those days, you would have been moving through pathways. Did you move through the Panthers Cubs pathway to the NRL?
Yeah, I did like a few sort of day trips where we did like a session for the day where you did a bit of training and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely, that's a pretty important program, I feel, is sort of teaching the young kids sort of the system, and then they can bring it back here and sort of show all their teammates as well.
Yep.
So I find that like a really important program for young kids, and sort of wrapping their head around what it sort of takes to be at that level, I guess you could say.
Yeah, so speaking about what it takes to be at that level, and I kind of know this personally now because I've got a stepson going through that program, and he's a pretty prodigious player. You used to coach him.
Yeah.
There might be 200 kids in this program, right? Maybe 5 of them are going to make it to the NRL. You've made it to the NRL. You talked about Mel Robbins. I feel like there's a bit of a synergy here because there's probably 100 or 200 really talented kids there. They can step, they can tackle, they're fearless, they're tough. What is it that sets apart the guys like you that get through? It's a mindset?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline.
Yep.
A lot of doing things when you don't feel like doing it, whether it be going to the oval, kicking your footy, sacrificing things like if your mates want to hang out, but you know you need to be doing, like, working on extras. It's sort of picking what you need versus what you want, I guess. That's a very important thing I learned growing up, is doing what you need to do instead of doing what you want to do, I guess.
It shows fabulous discipline, mate. Like, you probably forego a lot of social life to chase a dream like this. And, all credit to you. You're there doing it now. And, last year you were part of a premiership winning squad at the end of an incredible run. And, the run's probably not over. Nearly got there this year after being the last.
Yeah.
What a season.
Yeah, it was unreal. I think halfway through the year we all sort of thought, oh, it's done. And, we did well. Like, we held it for 4 years, and this is sort of it now. But Ivan still instilled a lot of belief in us as a group, and
for sure,
individuals that we could still improve and fight our way back. And I'm not gonna lie, training got a lot harder after that. So our wrestle sessions started getting harder, started getting flogged a bit more on the field, which is sort of a bit of a wake up call, I feel, because if you're losing, like, you're getting flogged. If you're winning, I guess it's like it's more enjoyable. Like, you're getting flogged still, but it's more enjoyable. You know what I mean? So.
For sure, mate.
Yeah.
And you talk about those wrestle sessions. We we were really lucky. Sarah's brother Mitch Priest is your IT guy
Yep.
at the Panthers, right?
Yeah.
Strange connection, but there it is. And we were so lucky to get a guided tour of the academy.
Yeah.
What an incredible facility you guys have there for anyone who, you know, and not many people do get to go through there. Looking at your gym, your tactical room, your cinema playback room where you get to analyse the games, your physios, your doctors, your chefs, and then the wrestle room. The boys just love that. It looks like an MMA, cage fighting facility. So you just get in there and wrestle, right? Grapple.
Yeah, well, we usually go down to there's a place called Zoo Fitness.
Yep.
It's called Lime Fitness now. Someone bought it out. There's a big sort of wrestle area down there. A UFC fighter, Bam Bam Tuivasa, actually does a fair bit of his training down there, which is cool to sort of, because he's down there when we're down there sometimes, so it's cool to sort of watch him do his thing and then sort of G's you up a little bit, I guess, before we have to go in there and get pumped. But it's cool. Like we do a lot of technical stuff and obviously a lot of just wrestle and bang and compete. I think that's the main thing in them sessions, is just like the competitive aspect of it. Is if you're a defender, you're trying to play the ball. If you're an attacker, you're trying to win the tackle. I think that's the difference at Penrith too, is everyone's trying to make each other better. Like if it's an attacking drill, the defense is still trying to be good. If it's an offensive drill, the attack's trying to still, test them out. Not trying to just sort of make them look good. You know what I mean? So I think that's a big difference with Penrith and other clubs.
We were absolutely fascinated by the facility, and I think what we all couldn't get over was this is more than a job. Penrith has become a dynasty because this is a science now.
Yeah.
You've got an incredible team behind you that enable you guys to go out there and perform like you do, and to start, winning all these premierships in a row. So it must be. Do you pinch yourself sometimes? This kid from Orange came through Orange High. We all watch you play Astley Cup.
Yeah.
And now you're out there playing at the highest level. It's a dream come true, right?
Yeah, massively. Like, obviously Nathan, Yowie, probably going to go down as the two best to, play in that position. So, rocking up to training and seeing them guys every day and having the beauty of just asking them questions whenever you want, learning off them, just watching them. It's a dream come true. Like, I'm in the best probably position, especially as a half with Nathan at the club.
Yep.
To develop my game and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very, very fortunate to be in that position. Yeah, definitely.
Is he a bit of a mentor to you in that half role?
Yeah, definitely. Like we have like groups where we get together as halves, and he'll run some stuff for us to do, whether it's kicking or some footwork on sticks, and he's one of them guys where you can just ask him a question and he'll answer it. Yep. I know there's a few other clubs there might be like a bit of a hierarchy where the older guys might not really help out too much with the younger guys and stuff like that, but it's completely different at Penrith. And yeah, he's so open-minded, and you just got to be a sponge when he's speaking, because everything he says is gold.
And you're also, mate, very lucky to be being coached by the legendary Ivan Cleary, his dad. Can you give all your mates and followers here in Orange a bit of an insight into what it's like being coached by Ivan?
Yeah, it's probably a bit like he's got a bit of a unique sort of style, I guess. Like he's not really the rev up spray type of coach. Like he's very sort of laid back, relaxed, calm.
But I'd imagine technical and tactical, yeah?
Yeah, very. Like you can tell how much he studies the game, and you'll see him in the gym on his cross trainer every afternoon, and he's just got footy up on his phone and just constantly like watching it, learning from it. He's just like an open-minded person. Like he understands that even if you're maybe seen as probably the best, that you can still like get better. I think that's sort of something that separated him over the past few years, is just his work ethic and how much he studies the game. And he's a coach, but he's still like a student of the sport, and always just looking for little edges to get better here and there.
You're very lucky to be
100%.
to be in that program and in that club. It's absolute testament to your hard work.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so life these days is living in the city, in Penrith. How often do you get back to Orange, mate, and do you miss it?
Yeah, I miss like parts of it. Like I miss seeing my mates, obviously my family. Like I never really knew anything else, and moving away, it was like pretty hard at the start. And so I do enjoy coming back to see the people that helped me get to where I am and obviously where I grew up. And like I said, I like playing golf. I like going to cafes and like Bing Street and Factory across the road.
2 good golf courses here to hit around?
Yeah, Duntry and Wentworth, both good. Duntry's probably my number one. But I know they're doing a lot of work to Wenty, so I'll have to go out there and
Yeah,
give
look,
it a crack one time.
we're spoilt there. They're both just beautiful courses. Yeah, Wenty's, you've probably seen the big new clubhouse. And,
I've been out there a couple of times. Yeah, it looks good.
Just amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome.
So, mate, speaking a bit more to growing up in a regional area, growing up in a regional city like Orange, and then making it into the NRL, you're following in the footsteps of other Orange kids like James Maloney and Jack Whiten. Further back, your Daniel Mortimers.
Yep.
Yoey's obviously from Dubbo. Is that part of that pathway that Penrith's been so good at, just reaching out to Western New South Wales and really finding the talent that might otherwise not get noticed?
Yeah, I think that's one beauty that Penrith have sort of had over the past few years is like being so close to the regional areas like Orange, Dubbo, your Mudgees and places like that. Like I feel like there's a lot of hidden talent out here that probably a few years ago probably didn't get recognised, and
sure,
the pathways are probably a lot harder, and you had to probably go out of your way to get recognised. Like maybe move down to Sydney, go to school there, and try cracking in one of the comps down there. But yeah, I think that's the beauty that Penrith have, and that probably local country towns have as well, is that Penrith do venture out these ways now, and watch a lot of like the Rams, the Group 10,
they do,
Group 11, and stuff like that too. So I think that's something that country kids can like look forward to and be excited about, is that there is people that are watching, and if you work hard enough and you back yourself, that you're going to get recognised. So I think that's the main part, and that's a pretty cool part about it as well, is just because you're from the country doesn't mean you're not going to get noticed as well.
Bite Riot Orchards is proudly owned by the Hall family, third-generation growers here in Orange. From crisp, juicy apples to the sweetest summer cherries, Bite Riot produce isn't just enjoyed locally. It's exported across the world and featured in leading supermarkets like Harris Farm Markets. It's more than just fruit, it's family innovation and a commitment to showcasing the best growers from the Orange region. Bite Riot, proudly grown in Orange, shared with the world.
So, Jack, in the 4 or so years since you moved down to the city, Orange has continued to be a place that just keeps on giving and giving. We've got so much going on here every week. A lot of it's sport related, a lot of it isn't. On Wednesday, for example, we've got a twilight ride. Victory Lane Motorcycles are doing a twilight ride from their dealership. I'd imagine that's a lot of Harleys and Indians and Ducatis and things. How do you go on a motorbike?
My uncle grew up riding them. He loved them. And then I sort of gave it a crack one day and got on a quaddie, and I think it was down at Brendan Sturgeon actually. So over in North Orange.
You would have done a few miles around that oval.
I have, yeah. I have. I was on the quaddie, and they got the big brick canteen up the top, and I was just driving around having a blast, and put the accelerator on a bit too fast and panicked and forgot how to bloody operate myself.
Forgot how to brake.
Yeah, I forgot how to like function as a person, and I've run into it. So handed the keys.
So you won't be going on the Victory Lane motorcycle ride this Friday?
I'd happily watch it, but I wouldn't.
Can you see yourself later in life on a Harley?
No, probably not. I don't have the balls for it, to be honest. Yeah.
All right. What about comedy? On Thursday, Brett Blake is coming to Molong as part of Central West Comedy. We've got a lot of comedy gigs happening here now in Orange, which I think. Do you like to go see a comedian?
I've never done it, but I would like to go see a good one time. 100%. I love having a good laugh, so that'd be awesome.
Well, this guy is touted as the man, the mullet, the legend. A whip-smart, high-spirited stand-up who has performed widely across Australia. It's no wonder Brett's 2025 solo show, Little Turd, secured him a nomination for Best Comedy at the Adelaide Fringe Festival. So, sounds pretty world-class.
Yeah, I think Little Turd says it all.
He had me at mullet. At mullet.
Yeah.
On Friday, an organisation that's actually really dear to my heart. I've been a muso all my life, and I used to teach at the Conservatorium. A music and culture workshop at the Orange Conservatorium on Friday, engaging creative and interactive activities, including singing, playing and movement. I know the team at the Orange Con under David Shaw there. It's an incredible facility, and of course we're waiting for the new conservatorium down in the Arts Precinct. Did you learn a musical instrument?
I tried to have a crack at the guitar
Did
in
you?
high school because we had like obviously a music subject.
Yep.
But it didn't really persist.
Also on Friday at Phillip Shaw Winery, the Nublar Classic Car Club. These guys and girls get out there with their vintage cars, and I think it's a bit of a show and shine. Wood-fired pizza, golden sunset views over the vineyard. This is kind of not your generation, but still sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%. I'd be keen to go kick back at a winery one time and
Check out some old muscle cars.
check out some cars and that. Yeah, 100%. Be open-minded to it. Definitely.
And on Saturday, mate, at the Orange Showground, the Orange Stampede, more bull riding action, and we've just had another big bull ride come through here. Is that like you guys are pretty crazy when you look at the way you guys at that high level in the NRL,
Yeah.
the head clashes, the big hits, but I reckon bull riders might even be another level from you blokes.
Oh, it's a few more levels, I reckon. Not just one, but
Yeah, they certainly are another level. And on Saturday, gates open at the showground at 4:30 p.m.
yeah, sounds good.
Last one for this week, back to a sporting focus, the battle in the bush with the Littlefields fight night. Absolute legends in Orange, the Littlefields. Did you know any of those guys growing up?
My girlfriend's sister dated Jack for a little bit.
Right.
Actually, so I've been to one of them Battle of the Bushes before. Great night.
They're a
Loved
great
it.
night, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Littlefields always put on a good show, mate. So it's at Orange Emus this Saturday. Gates open at 3, and I think the first fight's at 4. So Orange again showing everything from classical music to fight night.
The whole deal, mate. The whole
What a
package.
town, eh?
100% best.
Sounds like you're proud to have grown up here, Jack. And I think we're all, right behind you in your goals and dreams. It's been great to have you on the podcast. You got a lot of fans in this town. Good luck with the future, mate.
No, I appreciate it, mate. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
So for all of you community groups, schools, businesses, and any other organisation that thinks it has a piece of newsworthy news for the Orange Juice, send us an email, news@theorangejuice.com.au. Cheers.